Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is James Sanderson, and I'm in London tonight, and it's Tuesday, the 8th of December, 2015, and it's my great pleasure to host this evening's Zoom call, and it's a presentation about our products and also about our business. And if you're listening or joining us for the first time, you are incredibly welcome. We promise we won't embarrass you, so you can just observe. That's absolutely fine. But I will be asking for some people just to tell their stories about the product, their experience with the product, and also their experience with the business as well. So if you could let me know that on the chat facility, that would be fantastic. So if you could put yourself forward for that, then that would be absolutely great. So where are we with the Juice Plus business? Well, we're in an extraordinary position after 27 years of being here in the UK. Last year, we were the fastest growing direct selling company in the UK by miles. And we have sustained that position. The growth that we have had is not just a drop in the ocean. It's something which is really continuing and continuing to pick up momentum and speed all the time. And one of the reasons why we are beginning to grow in such a spectacular way is to do with social media, but very importantly, to do with the facilities of online meetings such as this with Zoom. And I really, really hope that you will enjoy this evening. So what's going to be happening is I'm going to introduce you very shortly to a very, very successful person, Michelle Johns, a National Marketing Director. She and her husband, Gordon, have moved down to Portugal. That's one of the wonderful opportunities that we have with this business, to be able to live wherever we want. And they've decided to up sticks and go to sunnier climate, and who can blame them? So Michelle is going to be talking about the product in just a moment. And then we're going to switch after that, and we're going to talk in more detail about the business. Now, the business may not be for everyone. We understand that. But, everybody potentially might know someone who would be interested in the business. And as we see, you'll hear some really quite extraordinary stories about what people are achieving. And certainly for me, when I looked at this and I heard what people were saying, I thought, maybe I could do this myself. And 27 years later, it's been an absolute dream come true. I've been able to live in other countries, travel, but most importantly, it's just given me utter freedom on a daily basis to choose what I want to do, when I want to do it, every day. So without further ado, let's just move straight into it. We're going to move to Portugal now, and a wonderful scenic spot, Michelle, that you're welcoming us into. Good evening, and it's so wonderful to have you.
Well, good evening, everybody, and it's lovely to be here, and especially talking about the Juice Plus products, because it was the products that actually brought me into the business. I fell in love with them instantly. It just all made complete and utter sense to me. And for those of you that don't know what the Juice Plus products are, it's such a simple, wonderful concept of juiced fruits, vegetables, and berries. It's a blend now of the essence of 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries that are in capsule form. So it's an incredibly simple and very, very convenient way of making sure that you get an adequate amount and a huge variety of different fruits and vegetables. I mean, they really give you the total range of phytonutrients, vitamins, minerals, really everything that you need for optimum health and vitality. And I think back in 1972, the World Health Organization realized that we all needed to eat more fruits and vegetables, but the UK adopted their 5 a day, and that was back in 1972. 5 a day, I always think is kind of, bare minimum health. And what I want is real optimum health and vitality. So the more fruits and vegetables that you can add to your daily diet, the better. And obviously the UK have now come up with their 7 a day. And, I hope that in future, all the different countries, I know Japan are really leading the head with about 18 fruits and vegetables. But we are way, way beyond that, because we've got 30 in our Juice Plus Premium capsules. One of the things that I love about this product is that it's gluten-free, it's lactose-free, free from artificial colours, fragrances, chemical stabilizers, all chemical and GMO-free, pesticide and herbicide-free. And I think that's an amazing thing to be able to say to people, especially with so many people that have different allergies to things. Why is Juice Plus so important? I mean, it's a question that, you know, a lot of people say, well, why would I need to take Juice Plus? And I think the simple answer to that is that none of us, or not everybody, can eat the diet that they really should and want to be eating. I think we're all so busy. Everybody's, you know, working and running a busy household. This just allows you to bridge the gap. I think we all know what we should be doing. It's not a case of educating people. I think people know what they should be doing, but it just doesn't happen on that daily, consistent basis. So it was about 14 years ago that I first went along to a talk. Somebody had said to me, I know that you're passionate about health and beauty. I was a health and beauty therapist. So learning about nutrition was just something that was quite fundamental to what I was offering clients, because I felt that there was a component missing. People were coming to me for their sort of health and beauty goals, and I just felt, you know, these ladies did know what they should be doing, and they could come for their sort of expensive treatments and they'd go home with expensive products. But if they weren't putting good nutrition in on the inside, it wasn't going to reflect on the outside. So I was very aware that there was sort of just something missing. So the very first Juice Plus meeting that I went to, there was a doctor talking about the science behind Juice Plus. And that was what really, really attracted me. Because one of the things that he talked about was that the levels of antioxidants and how massively they were increased. So it was measured within 28 days of taking Juice Plus. And that was, for me, it was a real light bulb moment. And especially then when he went on to talk about the free radical damage and how that was decreased by over 75%. So it was like instantly, I knew that was something that I could recommend to my clients. And I really felt it was the thing that was actually missing, that I wasn't giving clients. So instantly, it was something that I knew I wanted to take for myself, recommend to my clients, but also my little boy was only, he was 2, just approaching 3 at the time. And his diet, I mean, if it was green and vaguely healthy, he didn't want to know. So I was the mum who really had to force feed my little boy to eat his greens. So it made sense to me as well that if I could give him Juice Plus, and there was a children's version, so I thought, gosh, this is absolutely fantastic. This is, you know, this is my insurance policy. This just makes sure that my little boy gets all these nutrients that he needs. So it was something that made sense and was incredibly simple, because basically all we've got are these capsules. Can you see those? So we're taking 2 fruit, 2 vegetables and 2 berries every single day with a drink of water. What could be more simple? So it really allows you to enjoy those benefits of fruits and vegetables, giving you the maximum in terms of nutrients that what your body needs, really, for you to, you know, to live optimally, to give you the energy that you need. So the ingredients that go into Juice Plus, these 30 different fruits, vegetables and berries, are sun-ripened. They're picked and harvested at optimum ripeness. So a lot of, I think, what we're buying in the supermarkets have been picked way before they ripen, so we're not getting the optimum nutrients in the produce that we're buying from the supermarket. So the fact that Juice Plus is fine ripened, picked at optimum ripeness, and it uses a proprietary method to extract water, sugar and salt from it, keeping the maximum nutrients intact. So it's a really fantastic, simple way of making sure that we're getting all the nutrients that we need. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, the thing that I really loved about this whole product was that it's the most scientifically researched supplement on the market. So for me, hearing the science behind it, not just hearsay, you know, that was really important. And you know, there's now over 30 studies that have been done over a 20-year period, which I think is quite exciting. And when you see the research institutions that have done this research, it's really quite phenomenal. And the journals that have reported on the research is something that we're very, very proud to be associated with. And it, you know, it really lends a lot of weight to the Juice Plus products. And first and foremost, the thing that I like most was that all these, the Juice Plus products were proven to be bioavailable. And that was really key, because we've all seen these sort of, front page of the newspaper that, vitamins are a waste of time, brightly coloured urine, knowing that it's passed straight through you and all the rest of it. When it's bioavailable, it means that these products are actually absorbed. They go into the blood supply, the bloodstream, they do what they're meant to do. And beyond that, there have been studies now done on dental health, particularly gum health. The immune function is improved massively. Oxidative stress is decreased. There's been studies, beauty therapists. It was lovely to see the scientific evidence to back up what I had seen happening within my clients. There's been cardiovascular health studies done, DNA studies. So it really shows how all the Juice Plus Premium capsules and Juice Plus Fruit and Veg capsules contribute to a healthier us. And that is something that really, I think, sets us apart from every other supplement that's out there. It's a whole food supplement as opposed to just a vitamin mineral supplement. So one of the other things that I love about Juice Plus, and something that's very close to my heart, is something called the Children's Health Study. Now, this is something that if you as a parent or just an adult that wants to sponsor a child in your family, so you don't have to be a mum or dad, you can be an aunt, uncle, grandparent. So if you're taking either the fruit and veg or the fruit, veg and berries, you can sponsor a child so that they can have either the fruit and vegetable capsules, or if they're younger, they can have these soft chews, which are absolutely delicious. In fact, my kids actually have to hide these from me because I pinch their Juice Plus chewables. But it's a really lovely way, as us as distributors, the company contribute, and us as distributors. So it's a little way of us of giving something back to the children. But we know that if we can sort out children getting their diets to be healthier, to get them as healthy children, they're going to grow into healthy adults. So it just makes sense. But the Children's Health Study itself is a large-scale observational study, and it's been conducted over quite a few years now. But it highlights the effects that our products have on children, adolescents, as well as the adults that sponsor the children. And to date, there are about 1 million families that have taken part in the Children's Health Study. And it's investigating, if you like, the consumption of fruits and vegetables, nutritional awareness amongst the families, and things like general changes in lifestyle and the nutritional effect it's had on the families. And after 1 year, parents have reported that their children and teenagers have had fantastic results, including something like a 71% of the children actually eating less fast foods and fizzy drinks as a result of taking Juice Plus. 89% have had a positive benefit and are far more aware of their own health. 71% are now drinking more water because of taking Juice Plus. So really fantastic results. And in fact, the adults have fared even better. So their stats, the statistics that they've got, their percentages are even higher, which is really great to see. So I know one of the questions lots of people say, how do I get to be a part of this Children's Health Study? How do I get Juice Plus free for my children? And it's really, really simple, because you sponsor your child. So you take the product for a year, and it's a 1-year commitment. You fill in on an online form 3 times a year, and it's a very simple, just tick the box, have you noticed, yes, no, or no difference. But for that, you get the product completely free for your child between the ages of 4 and 18. So even if your child is 18 starting on the Children's Health Study, they can stay on it for 3 years up until they're 21. So it's, they can see them completely through their university years, which as a mum, when your child goes off to uni, you're fairly worried at what their diet is likely to be. So at least you know that they're getting their 30 different fruits and veg, or 17 different fruits and veg every day. And that's quite a nice feeling as a mum. So it's a great way to make sure and contribute to their health, basically. So, and the fact that you can stay on it for up to 4 years is really good. So that's the Children's Health Study. The children, as I say, get these lovely chewable gummies, and they really, really are delicious. I don't know a child that doesn't like them. Just moving on then to some other products that we've got. It's a relative, Juice Plus as a product range is relatively small. It is just the capsules, the chewables that I was talking about. And then we've got the Juice Plus Complete products. So we've got vanilla protein shake complete, and then we've also got a chocolate protein complete meal. And this provides you with the organic protein derived from soya, rice, chickpeas, essential fats, carbohydrates, all in that perfect balance. And that's why you can replace it as a meal. It actually gives you a well-balanced meal, all wrapped up in a 220 calorie serving. It's really simple to prepare the shakes. They literally take a few seconds, 30 seconds or so to mix up. They're gluten-free, they're vegetarian or vegan if you're using non-dairy milk to mix them up. They have a very low glycemic index, which is really important for that for a balanced blood sugar level. And I love the variety of ways that you can mix them up. There are so many different ways, so it never gets boring. I have at least one a day, probably two most days, and it's something you just never get bored of. You've got the two different flavours, chocolate and vanilla. With the different milks, I use rice milk, coconut milk, almond milk, nut milk, hazelnut milk, sorry. So being able to mix them up and then adding a variety of either frozen berries or a banana or a handful of kale or spinach, or basically whatever I've got there to give all these different flavours. So it's a really simple way of using the product. And it suits every lifestyle. I mean, it really doesn't matter what your lifestyle is. It's suitable for every situation. So whether it's a quick breakfast, our kids, you know, that they were terrible for not wanting breakfast in the mornings. And it was something that I was quite insistent about. So this was the perfect solution, that it could be mixed up in 30 seconds. They could go out of the house with their shake in a shaker and drink it on the way to school if necessary. It's a quick on-the-go lunch. Or simply as a snack in between meals. So it's brilliant, as I said, as a super quick breakfast or before and after a workout. I teach yoga, so for me, I don't want to have a heavy meal before teaching. So to have a complete, at least then I've still got everything that I need to give me the energy and the vitality to sort of see me through the class. For athletes that may need more help with repair and recovery after a sort of heavier workout, it's, you know, absolutely amazing for that. Or just an on-the-go meal when you simply don't have the time to prepare sort of a fresh, sensible, healthy meal. And the other use that we've had incredible results with is when it's used as part of a detox and fat loss plan. And I would just say that, you know, whoever's invited you to this call, we've got lots of different plans to suit lots of people. So really, you can ask the person that's invited you here to give you some advice with the plans. And if you want to see more about the science behind Juice Plus, or to find out a little bit more about the scientific studies, that's all available. And then just moving on, just briefly, the other thing that we've got that I think is really, really useful when you don't have time to mix up a shake are the bars. So you've got a mixed fruit bar and a chocolate bar. Being a chocoholic, that is my favourite, and it really does the trick. If you're feeling that you need a little bit of a sweet treat, the chocolate bar for me just simply does it. And again, it's just incredibly simple and very, very easy to use. They provide you with energy, so it can be an in-between meal snack. And it's really practical because you can just have it in your handbag or whenever you need it. And the mixed fruit bar is a blend of cranberry, raisins, goji berries, mangoes, strawberries, flaxseed. Both bars contain the omega-3 oil, fatty acids, and they've got a high level of dietary fibre. And it's all wrapped up in 210 calories. So it's really all about nutrition and not the superfluous calories. And back home in the UK on this cold weather, and for people in Northern Europe, when you want something a little bit warmer, you've got the vegetable soup. So again, this is ever so simple to mix up, and you just mix it with 300 ml of non-dairy milk, and so it's suitable for vegans, tastes delicious, and in just 248 calories a serving. And Last but not least is our super duper boosters. Unfortunately, I don't have one to show you, but they will be available as of January. But the booster is natural ingredients such as green tea, oat oil, and an innovative ingredient called glucomannan, which will give you the boosters really help you to feel fuller for longer. So it's fantastic as part of a weight loss plan. So I think coming back on sale, we've had an unprecedented sellout with the boosters. They've absolutely flown off the shelves and left us all desperately wanting to be able to get hold of them. But as I say, they are available in January. But it's really fantastic and very conducive to be part of helping people to lose weight and to feel fuller for longer. So that really, in a nutshell, wraps up what the product range is. So I use, all of these products. They've been fantastic. I've been using them for 14 years, so it's very much really a part of my life. It's something that I recommend to my clients, family, friends. My parents have been taking it for the whole length of time, and it has served us absolutely fantastically well. So I'll leave you with that, and I will hand you back to James.
Oh, brilliant, Michelle. Well, look, that's so comprehensive, and I can just see your energy and excitement with everything. It's just absolutely wonderful. So if everyone could just mute now, just mute their microphone, that's great. Yeah. Good. All right, well, that's fantastic. So, the thing that is really, I think, exciting about our whole company is that we are focused on plant-based nutrition, and that is it. We are the largest plant-based nutrition company in the world, and we're getting bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. And someone said to me, "Oh, is this all about vitamins?" No, I said, it's all vitamins is yesterday's conversation. Today's conversation and tomorrow's conversation is all about phytonutrients, and that's what we're all about. So let's just hear from some people that are using the product. I mean, a lot of people on the call obviously are using the product. We all are. But I just want to first of all, Katie, are you there? If you could just unmute yourself. Katie Cripps. Hello, Katie, are you there? Katie? Right, so let's just move straight on. Amy. Oh, Katie, you are there, but you're not listening. Are you? Okay, right. So let's now move on to Amy. Amy Lynch, are you there? Can you unmute yourself, Amy?
I can, I think. Can you hear me?
Yes, brilliant. Yeah. So Amy, hello. Yeah, if you just speak up and we'll pick you up on the screen. So if you just speak up, keep speaking, you'll come on the screen.
Okay, sure. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, got you. Fantastic. So good to see you on Sunday. Well done. Look, so tell us, Amy, tell us a little bit about your product story.
Okay, so my product story is a little bit different. I've known Juice Plus since 2008, when I actually came to work for the Juice Plus company. And I was the product manager for Europe. So I know the product inside out and back to front. Obviously, I started taking it straight away. And the reason that I joined the company was the fact that there was no other product out there like it. I should just say that I'm a nutritionist by trade. So I have a degree in nutrition and I'm a registered nutritionist. So I know all about vitamins and minerals, and also the isolated vitamins, minerals research that actually is quite conclusive, that says that your body doesn't recognize it and it's just very expensive, and essentially you have expensive urine. Juice Plus is completely different to that, obviously, and that was why I felt so passionate to go and work for the company. So I've been taking it for a very long time. All my family and friends were taking Juice Plus, and then I decided to join the business as a distributor, kicking myself I didn't join sooner. And everyone that I used to give it to, I said, who wants it again? And everyone put their hands up and said, yep, sign me up. So I'm very, very passionate about this product, and there is no other product out there like it.
Fantastic, Amy. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. All right, so now let's move on to Katie. I know you're there now because you said you were talking to Gordon and you were a bit distracted. But Katie, if you just come on. Katie, if you just start speaking and you'll come on. Unmute yourself. Yeah, fantastic.
Hi, sorry, James.
No worries. Tell us a little bit about your story.
My
product story, yeah.
So I had terrible skin for about 2 years. I went to the doctors about 4 or 5 times in those 2 years, and absolutely nothing that the doctors gave me. They gave me about 4 or 5 different products, all ranging for things from acne to rosacea to a fungal infection. Basically, they were guessing what it was. And I got so depressed about it because none of these medications worked, that I just thought, I've got to do something about it myself. So I actually weirdly met someone in the gym, and she started telling me about this whole food supplement. And I just thought, well, I've got to give it a go. And so I did. I got myself a 4-month course. And within 3 months, my skin had completely healed, and it's never been back. And from then, I've tried all the different products. I also went on to the shakes after that, and I've lost 2.5 stone. My husband's on it, he lost 2 stone. My children on the children's health study and have had fantastic results. So we are a massive Juice Plus family and absolutely love the product.
Brilliant. Well done, Katie. Thank you very much indeed. That's a wonderful story. I think we've only really got time for 2 stories now about the product, because we're going to need to move on to the business, because we're going to be running over time. So if you can prepare yourself to be on now for at least another 20 minutes, that'd be great. If the product is all you're interested in, obviously that's fantastic, and thank you very much for joining us. But I would invite you just to stay, because even if you're maybe not interested, perhaps yourself in the business, you will definitely know someone who would be, and it would be the most wonderful present to them Christmas, if you could say, do you know, I think I might have something for you. So perhaps you would stay on the line and just listen to what we have to say here. Now, the really, really interesting thing, and the thing that I'm so massively proud about with our business, is that 90% of all the people that take the product are not involved in our business. Now, let me say that again. 90% of all the people who take our product are not involved in the business, which means that the product stands up head and shoulders in the marketplace. And we are like no other company there's ever been in our sector, because we have completely and utterly cracked moving into the market and developing a huge product base. And we are essentially like a sort of online Amazon of nutrition. That's really what we are. And we've got so many customers, and so many really, really satisfied customers. So let's now, though, just talk about the business, because the business side is, you know, if you're interested, and, you know, it's fascinating. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you now to James Knight, who is in Wales, and he's a very successful presidential marketing director. So James, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wonderful, good. So if you just keep speaking, you're going to come to the front first. And if you just, first of all, James, if you just tell us a little bit about your story so that we can understand where you're coming from, and then we're really looking forward to your presentation.
Yeah, sure. I came from a background of, you know, working in the health and fitness sector for many years. Worked in professional rugby for 8 years as a strength and conditioning coach in the sports science department. Extremely skeptical because I had a hatred for supplementation, but Juice Plus made sense to me after a lot of research and trying to find faults in it. And then I fell in love with the product, and then in 2010 decided to become a distributor. And I achieved national marketing director within 3 years, and that was over 2.5 years ago. So life is pretty good right now. I love the product, and I love the business even more. So yeah, that's my quick story.
Great.
Just want to mention about the product. Obviously, Michelle really eloquently talked about it, but we've got these new complete pouches that have come through, which I think is great. We finally got them. So, you know, it tells you all about the ingredients, and it's not in a different language, which helps. So that's really, really cool. Okay, so I just hopefully, if you can stick your thumbs up, if you can kind of see the board. Yeah. Can you kind of, if not, it's okay, because I will be spelling it out anyway. I can never get the light right in my apartment. So what we're going to talk about first is something that really interested me about the opportunity, and hopefully this can relate to everybody there. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so let's have a look at, every one of us has experienced the job world, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you on there now are still got a job or working for yourself and so forth. But what this offers you is a franchise opportunity, a very, very low investment with high reward. And most of us are used to, if you set up businesses, which I have, very high investment, high risk, medium, low, maybe high reward. This is very low risk, zero risk, I'd say, very low investment, extremely high reward. So I just want to make sort of a very basic analogy of what this can offer you all. And to the distributors here, this is how you could share it. So if we look at the job mentality versus the franchise opportunity of which Juice Plus offers you. When you have a job, you have to answer to someone all the time, right? So you have a boss. And if you're like me, I mean, I was in the military for 6 years. I don't know why, because I hated following orders. So if you have a boss, you have to answer to someone. He dictates your life. You have set hours, the 9 till 5, the 8 till 6, or maybe the overtime and underpaid overtime. You have a set wage. I mean, that to me does not excite me, knowing exactly what I've got every month and have to live within the means of what that monthly wage offers you. You can't go over that because then you get in debt. You have targets, okay? Endless amount of targets. You might have limited progression, which means you may have to do some form of CPD if they offer you to get onto the next band or pay scale. And that may take 3, 4, 5, 10 years to get anywhere with that. Okay, this is all going to add a form of stress. You've got the routine, the dreaded alarm clock, the journey, the same walls, the same faces, the same places, the same sounds. This is for me, is just your life is passing you by. And that's what jobs are really, especially if you're on office-based work. Okay, there's no real potential to anything. I working in professional sport for 8 years, and I went for the same job year in, year out, and I never got it. And it was like, I was never going to advance any further. Okay, so that didn't excite me. But with a franchise, this offers you something completely unique and different. You don't have a boss. You don't answer to anyone. You don't have set hours. You dictate what you want to do and what you want to put into it. You have no set wage. You also can dictate your wage increase, which is exciting. You have no set hours. Yeah, we have targets, but if you don't achieve them, no one's going to have a go at you. It's just up to you. All right, but everyone works together to help you achieve those targets. Okay. Yes, you develop and progress all the time. You know, whether you never like to speak in front of people, you soon will do. You know, stepping out your comfort zone is how you progress in this business. So the progression is always there, and the chance for you to progress at the ladder is open to every one of you. Okay, that's the difference with a job. Not, you know, in a corporate world, doesn't mean everyone in there is going to work their way up and be a CEO of the company. It just isn't like that. Very limited amount of people can ever get that opportunity. With this, it's a company that doesn't judge. Every one of you can get to presidential marketing director, which to the ones who don't know about that, that is the top position in the company. Okay, I don't find it stressful in a sense. You know, most stressful thing about this business is getting to the various events or so forth, or trying to find a hotel to have a party in or whatever. It's just a great environment to be in, and everyone helps each other through the hard, tough times. Okay, and you have there's an unlimited growth potential for your business. No one's holding you back. Every one of you can reach the top in the business, and there's no limit to what you can earn in this business. There's no wage cap. And it doesn't matter what qualifications you have. Seriously. Okay, so that's a job versus a franchise. We all are in the job maybe, or have a job, or maybe not. But that stands for just over broke. And I guarantee you can all relate to that in some way. But the franchise is something unique that you can build over time, in your own time, over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It will grow substantially if you just stick to the processes. So let's have a look at 2 different types of franchises. If you were like me, I didn't have a clue what a franchise was at the time, okay? Let's have a look at the biggest franchise in the world, Starbucks, okay? Now, Starbucks is a brilliant franchise, terrible coffee, but it's a brilliant franchise because it's the same looking place in Dubai as it is in the UK, as it is in America, same rubbish coffee, same uniforms, same extortionate prices, but yet it's a franchise. But the difference is, okay, it will probably cost around about £350,000 to £400,000 just to own your own Starbucks franchise, okay? And then you have to have a facility which you'll pay a rate on it. Then you will then have to employ people and have staff. But let's face it, when you employ people, to the ones who have employed people here, it's like running a baby creche. You know, you have to handle the times when they're sick or often pregnancy and so forth, people not turning up for work. It gets out of hand. You have to do stock and stock forecasts throughout the year and ordering in, okay? You have to do all the tax and tax returns. You have to pay your employees. You have to handle the fact that you've made that massive investment, but then you have to make a royalty payment of a certain percentage just to own that brand every single year. So you're probably going to be in a form of debt as well. That's going to add to more stress. And I guarantee my friend in the city owns Subway, and he's in there 24/7. So yes, he owns a franchise, but he's a slave to that franchise. This is where Juice Plus is completely different. Not only will I earn more money than that guy, but it would only cost you £50 to own your own franchise, and then you get a website and an online office to help you build your business. Plus, you get all the people around you in this unique company to help and support you, teach you, show you how. So it only cost me £50 5 years ago, all right? You have no facility, so you have no office to rent or anything like that, okay? You don't have staff, you have a team of people. You get to employ your friends and decide who you want to work with every day. You have no tax that you have to do yourself. Okay, you get an accountant for that if you want to over time. You don't pay the wages, the company pays you, the company bills the customer as well and takes that from them. So you have everything sorted for you, okay? And you don't have the stress of everyday living. You don't have the stress of high investment franchises or the stress of a job. And what I love about this is a risk-free, debt-free, stock-free mobile office, okay? And when I mean mobile office, you can run your business from your phone. And that's why they call them smartphones, because you can build a business from it. That's a smartphone, and that's a smart business, okay? So, how does it work then in relation to structuring your business, okay? Well, most network marketing companies will use some form of business model. Now, network marketing is worth around about 180 to 190 billion worldwide. It's a massive, massive industry. In relation to the context of that, the film industry and the music industry combined is only worth 60 billion. So we're in the right industry, and we are a $14 billion company, a part of that. And there's a lot of network marketing companies like that. So we are in the wellness industry, and we're in the right industry, and it's so exciting. So just to give you the knowledge of how lucky we are to be in the network marketing industry. Well, why does network marketing work? It's not about colleagues and bosses and hierarchies and stresses. It's about one big happy family loving the product, loving the company, and helping each other grow. That's why it's so strong, and that's why it works. But everybody in this company starts off as a distributor. Everyone, okay? I started there, James started there, Michelle, Gordon, everyone starts there, no matter what. But as you build a business, customer base, and a team, there's different names to signify that. So you go from distributor, direct distributor, senior direct distributor, sales coordinator, senior sales coordinator, qualified national marketing director, national marketing director, international marketing director, executive marketing director, and presidential. These are just fancy names, but they're great because imagine if you go from checkout to supervisor to assistant manager or whatever. It's just different names and different bands and pay scales, all right? So it gives you a great way of targeting the positions of where you want to be, which is going to make a significant financial impact on your life. And the people are around to help teach and support you. I look at it as one big game as well, because this is works off of a point system. So if I just give on averages of what people earn in certain positions, by the time you get from there to there, not only do you earn a lot of commission, which is a residual, not linear, you also earn £76,500 in bonuses. That will help with the mortgage payment. That will help with a new life. That will do all sorts. Take a year off work and go traveling. You could do anything with that, okay? But what I like about it, what interested me was this could be an extension of your pension. This could be being able to afford to go, childcare and go back to work. The extra £300 to £500 a month is what I get excited about for people. The extra £3,000 to £5,000 a month is something that we all earn as you progress. That is very exciting. I just wanted £1,000 a month. I never forget it. That's all I wanted, that I can build a business and earn £1,000 a month doing something that I love around what I currently do. So that way I knew that no matter what, if I lost my contract job, I can afford then to live at least. And that's what I wanted. So from there to the second position, all right, that most people do that in the first 30 to 60 days. You would earn around about £300 in commissions to £300 in bonuses alone. Sales coordinator, you're earning around an average of around about £300 to £500 a month. National marketing director, you start off around about £3,000 a month. Plus, it's no restraint on how much you can earn in that position. And you start off at PMD around about 6,000 plus a month ongoing. And there are people in this business earning the 6 figures per month as well. There's endless of what you can do. There's no limit to your potential. So most of the people on the call, I imagine that some of them are new joiners. What I'm going to explain to you very quickly is how to fast track your business, how to really launch it out there. So I'm going to show you how to get yourself to the third position, which is the sales coordinator position, and how to do it the smart way. Everyone starts off as a distributor. You pay your £50, you get your online office, and you get your website, and you're ready to go, and your sponsor's going to teach you and show you how. So you start off as a distributor, you're really excited. Now, it works on a point system. So the Premium Plus, the fruits, vegetables, and berries is worth 200 points. The fruits and vegetable blend, okay, which is the one down from that, is worth 133 points. And the Juice Plus Complete, a whole box of Complete, will be 135 points. Now, the point system works from distributor to sales coordinator only, in a way to help you build your business simply and very quickly to get it off the ground. And the company do that for you. So how do I get to those positions? You've got to build a customer base, first thing. So you've got to get yourself on the products and
Okay, let's just see if James comes back. He may flip back into it again. Sometimes this happens, so hopefully the system will reset itself. He's obviously charging forward with what he's saying, but we can't hear it and we can't see it. But hopefully he will come back in a moment. Right. Okay. All right.
The message, James.
Right. Okay. So James just went through the positions there, which are obviously very, very interesting. But the thing that is most interesting is to hear from people that have already achieved that. So I'm going to go now to Germany. And Yelda, are you there? If you could unmute yourself, Yelda. Hello, Yelda, are you there? I think you are there. No, you're not there anymore. Okay. Would someone who's a senior direct distributor, if you'd like to just put yourself forward now and just tell us your business story. So if you would just unmute yourself and come straight on, that would be great. So if you're a senior direct distributor, we just love to hear whatever your story is, just come straight on and we'd love to hear that. So
James, sorry, mate.
Okay, you're back. Right. Okay. All right. Hello?
Yeah, hi, can you see me?
Not really, no. What's happened?
I don't know.
I think the camera's gone upside down.
All right, can you see me now?
No? Yes, we can see you now, yeah. So, James, what we're going to do now, quite quickly, is to go into the testimonial section.
All right, mate, sorry. Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. And look, you've done a brilliant job. It's absolutely superb. So, what we're going to do, so you started talking about the sales coordinator and the fast track to sales coordinator.
Yeah.
Can you just finish that off just quite quickly, and then we'll go straight into the testimonials?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So distributor is 825 points, okay? And the senior direct distributor is 3,250 points. And the sales coordinator is 6,500 points. So the quick way to do this is to build your business, get yourself on the products, and start building a customer base. Now, you can get to senior direct distributor by yourself, but the quick way to do it, to get yourself on the bonus scale of £300 in total, and probably earn £300 to £500 of commission in your first 30 to 60 days, is basically build yourself a team. Now, those are points, okay? So if you get a mixture of all these orders, so say if you only get 1,000 points yourself, and it has to be achieved in a calendar month, and build a team around you, find people that you know, like, and trust that need an opportunity, and all of those guys with 1,000 points on each, okay? And if you do that in a calendar, that's 4,000 points. You would have built a team, and you would have gone to senior direct distributor. £300 in bonuses, plus your commissions of 300 to 500. Sales coordinator. The next stage is the exciting one, because you're in a maximum retail percentage of 20%. Plus, all you've got to do is just duplicate. So 6,500 points will get those guys to copy exactly what you've done, 1,000 points each, okay? And you would have smashed the 6,500 points. You would have picked up £900 in bonuses, plus an extra 500 plus in commissions. So if you do that in your first 60 to 90 days from distributor to sales coordinator, you're picking up £1,500 to £2,000 in bonuses and commissions. Your investment is paid way back, plus you're building an exciting team and following a very simple system. And that's how you fast track your business. All right, James?
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you very much indeed.
Sorry about that.
No worries. That's absolutely brilliant. Okay, so let's now move into the stories about the business. And this is the thing that when I first saw this, I thought, wow, this is incredible. It's all well and good seeing the figures, but when you see the people talking, you think, wow, this is really interesting. So, Paula, are you there? Paula Wilkinson, are you there? Paula, can you unmute yourself and just come on? Hello? All right, so, right, let's just see. Howard, could you come on and just give a testimonial?
Good evening, James.
The birthday boy, yeah, brilliant. Yes. Tell us your story.
Well, this is my sort of second time round in Juice Plus. I first came across the product when it was launched worldwide in September '93 and came over here about 6 or 7 months later. A job change when I was in the corporate world meant I wasn't able to continue with the opportunity back then. But whether it be by luck or fate, my original sponsor got back in touch with me at the end of 2013, right at a time when I had signed up to a very big cycling event taking place in the Alps. And I knew that the quality of the nutrition would underpin what I was going to be doing in terms of training. Now, from the business point of view, I wasn't looking for extra things to do. I have 2 wine companies. I'm also involved in teaching video spin classes on exercise bikes. So I wasn't looking for extra things to do. But the more I thought about it, I realized it could actually fit around the busy things that I was doing. And slowly I actually started, but I've actually built some momentum over a period of time, having a fantastic lot of fun with an increasingly energetic and enthusiastic bunch of people. I'm looking forward very much to taking my business right through to its conclusion.
Fantastic, Howard. Thank you very much. And it's your birthday today.
It certainly is. Whoa. Yes, it is.
Yeah, great. Fantastic. Very, very many happy returns from all of us.
Thanks indeed.
Great. Thanks very much indeed. All right. So let's go over to Australia now. And Mike Egan, are you there?
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mike. You know, where are you in Australia?
I'm in Brisbane, which is on the east coast of Australia.
Great. Now we've lost you.
Beautiful sunny day.
We've lost you on the video. We'd love to see the beautiful sunny day, but is your video on or not? Oh yeah,
It's
fantastic.
on, yes.
Whoa.
I was driving through tunnels and I didn't want to give anybody any episodes, so now I've arrived.
Yeah, so we'd really be interested in your story, Mike, and how you're getting on. Oh my God, look at that blue sky. Woo! Fantastic. So
there we are.
Tell us a little bit about your story and how you got going and what's happened to you so far.
Okay, happy to tell you about my story. I'm just going to create a bit of a backdrop just to give you guys the picture of what happens in Australia. Everybody's on their daily commute, sticking in the traffic.
Yeah.
I was introduced to the business by Dan Furlong, a great friend of mine, a couple of months ago. Dan was just a fresh recruit himself and full of all of the life and activity that goes along with being a fresh recruit. Dan brought the product to me and said, have a look at this. He knew that I was very interested in nutrition and training. And I did my little bit of research and everything and couldn't argue against its effectiveness and its pedigree. So Dan's also aware that I'm a bit of a person for a challenge. So I think he brought that to me in respect of building a business out here in Australia, because he knew that I didn't actually want to work for anybody else. I've worked for myself for 15 years previously before coming out here, and I'm currently a wage slave. So having bought this business, it was a bit of a godsend, really. So I've been with the company just over 3 months now. And I've got a rapidly growing team of 4 members and a fairly active growing customer base currently.
Oh, fantastic. Well, look, that's great. Thank you very much indeed, Mike. And it's fascinating to hear that you've got a team growing, because a lot of the time people can't imagine having a team. I mean, maybe they can imagine developing customers, but having a team is a sort of extraordinary concept. And I have to say it was for me too. But, one thing leads to another. And, a team will develop for anyone. I've seen that happen over and over again. So thank you, Mike, very much indeed for joining us.
You're welcome.
And we're not at all jealous. Okay, thanks so much. All right, so let's move on now. And Dan, we're desperately wanting to introduce some women. So Dan, are you there? And we'd love to hear your story, but I really want to bring on some women as well in our testimonials. Right, okay, so Dan, let's hear from you. Dan Furlong.
Yeah, hi James, can you hear me?
Yeah, brilliant, yeah.
Excellent, thank you for the call, and thanks to Michelle and James for doing some fantastic presentations. And I just want to congratulate everybody that's got on the call, whether you're just thinking about this business or whether you're close to signing up. A lot of people talk about becoming an entrepreneur, but that's all they do is talk. So just by getting on the call, you're doing great. And in this world that we live in today, the Western world, we've got sort of 2 problems, I believe. We've got a problem with our health and we've got a problem with our finances, especially with jobs. Jobs are on the way out. And the Juice Plus opportunity ticks both of those boxes, and when I was at school, I wish they taught me how to eat properly, and I wish they taught me how to make a profit in business. But unfortunately, they didn't. And from a young age, we're conditioned, I believe, to eat bad food, and we're conditioned to believe that, I call it the 40-40-40 rule, that we've got to work for 40 hours a week for 40 years of our life and then retire on 40% of what we're meant to be earning. And I was never a fan of that rule, and I started my own business when I was 22. Set up a traditional business in Dubai, of all places. It's a famous ice cream business over in Dubai. So my friends now joke that I've gone from being Mr. Whippy to Martin Fowler, selling fruits and vegetables, which is quite funny. But it was a traditional business. I was cash rich but time poor. Okay, I was never able to take any time off. I was the first one in the office, the last one to leave. And I did every single job, from driving the vans to cleaning them to running the company. And I decided to move back to the UK 4 months ago, and then my friend reached out to me, and my friend said to me that you've got an opportunity here for you to earn a profit on a part-time basis. And he shared that his journey, that part-time profit overtook his full-time wage, and he now does this. He now does this full time, and we've heard about the opportunity, and the opportunity really is to become the CEO of your own life. So I choose my working week. I also choose the people who I want to work with. I want to be in part of my team. I control my hours. You know, I'm a bit of a night owl. I like to go in the gym in the morning, do my bits and pieces, and then I start work sort of mid-afternoon, and then sometimes working well up to midnight. But the wellness industry, if anyone's thinking about joining the Juice Plus organisation, this is the best time of year to be joining, because we're approaching January and everybody wants to get a little bit fitter in January to work off the Christmas puddings. And then everybody's also overspent at Christmas, so they need to pay their credit card debts and stuff like that. And we have a solution again to both of those problems. But the reason why I got involved is because I just love helping people. Okay, and I help people with their health. Okay, so I've built a fantastic client base. I'm actually with one of my clients now, so we've just been going through her Transform 30 program. But I also like helping people get their own business off the ground as well. And I've managed to launch 16 entrepreneurs with their own business. I've got businesses in 4 countries now, because the internet knows no bounds. So as long as you've got a Wi-Fi connection, you can reach out and connect with any one of the 25 countries that Juice Plus is in. You know, and we've already heard about the money and the rewards that you can get from it, and it's mind blowing. But what I say to my guys is how much money would make a positive impact on your family's household if it was to come in on a part-time basis. And the majority of the time it's £1,000, and £1,000 is really easy to achieve. And then once they start to achieve the £1,000, they quickly go on to wanting to achieve like the pinnacle positions and the mind-blowing money that James talked about. So I'm really excited about the future. I've been with the company 4 months and I've been promoted 4 times. I've got prospects on this call tonight, so thank you guys and girls for joining me. And let's just keep moving forward and get amongst this amazing opportunity.
Fantastic. That's brilliant. Great. Now, look, we're very, very close to winding up now because we've only got an hour, and unfortunately we've gone way over time. But anyway, it's been really, really amazing. Katie, are you there? Katie Cripps. Katie, are you there? Hello, Katie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, just very, very quickly. We've had so many men doing testimonials. Very, very quickly. Come on, keep speaking. And I want to see, you are a sales coordinator, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Brilliant. And you've got a team that's growing. Tell us a little bit about that in just half a minute.
Oh, God.
Half a minute.
Okay. Right, so I joined Juice Plus about 2 years ago, but only really started taking it seriously this year. My team has grown quite quickly, and I've got probably about 14, 15 people in my team now. I absolutely love it. I actually own a traditional business as well, and I found that network marketing is so much easier, so much more fun than owning a traditional business. And I'm super excited for the future. And I'm all for it. I think it's fantastic.
Fantastic. Great, Katie. Look, time's running out now. We've had a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Just to say very quickly, we have the party in London this coming Friday down in Tooting. Look on Facebook for that. We haven't got time to promote it now, but it's going to be amazing. There's a presentation between 6 and 7:30, national marketing directors, and then the party starts at 7:30. It's going to be so exciting. Then in the new year, we have a team day, the Team Vision Day on January the 16th in Swindon, and we'll tell you all about that. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're so pleased. Thank you for giving up your time. Thank you very, very much to all the speakers. Thank you to all the people that have given testimonials. We really, really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you very, very soon. We'll let you know when the next one of these is going to be. But for now, thank you. Good night from me, and a very good evening to everyone. Bye for now.
Good night.
Good night.